lovely people, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my summer capsule wardrobe, which I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely one of my bigger capsule wardrobes, counting 38 pieces in total. So without further ado, let's just get into this. So a little bit about the Dutch weather, which is definitely part of why this is a slightly bigger capsule for me. We can expect, like, Dutch summer weather is pretty normal to be like somewhere between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius, but it's not weird if you get anything ranging from 15 degrees all the way up to 35 degrees Celsius. Both are definitely on the more extreme ends of the weather scale, but it does happen, and because of that I do need some stuff to wear for either of those cases. Sorry, it ended up being 38 pieces. That is including shoes and just my everyday clothes. It does not include my coat jackets, things like that, which honestly I have a very minimal collection of those, so I don't really tend to count those. Also does not include accessories, so just the everyday items that I use to make outfits with, really. Alright, let's do this! So I think just like with any other capsule, I'm just going to start off with my knits. So in this capsule I have 6 pieces of knitwear, which I'm not gonna lie, that does feel like a lot for a summer capsule wardrobe. But hey, we're living in the Netherlands, so I need my layering pieces. Let's start out with my cardigans. So I have 4 different cardigans in this summer capsule wardrobe. First off, my berry cardigan. So this is a very similar to my Gaspar cardigans. This one's actually new and it is replacing my light blue Gaspar cardigan because that was completely worn out and it needed to be replaced. So I figured I'd try the berry, which the only real difference between the berry cardigan and the Gaspar cardigan is that the berry has the V neckline, where the Gaspar just had the like boat neckline, I guess. So that's really the only difference. And this in this beautiful mint color, which you know I love. So we have this. And then next up we have my Betty cardigan, again by Cezanne. A lot of these pieces are gonna be by Cezanne. So my Betty cardigan in this beautiful lavender color. This is so nice and soft. I really love this thing. So we have this. Then I have this cardigan, again by Cezanne. It's this striped cable knits. I don't know what this is called. It's a cotton blend and I seriously love this as well. And then my last cardigan is by 2/3 and it's just a simple cotton cardigan, which I don't think it's too flattering on me, but it's comfortable and I do still wear it, so yeah. So that's it for my cardigans. So let's go on to jumpers, of which I have 2 in this summer capsule. First jumper by 2/3 and it's this green with white cotton jumper. Well, yeah. I've been enjoying jumpers more and more lately, which brings me to my next jumper, which is my new Leontine jumper by Cezanne. I have been wearing this thing so much since I got it. Like I shared in another video, it's been on my body or in the wash. Yeah. That's it for my knitwear in this summer capsule wardrobe. Then let's go on to tops, which is an insane amount, I'm not gonna lie. I have 18 different tops in this capsule wardrobe, which is a little bit insane. But there you have it. I have 4 different categories within my tops for this capsule. Let's start with button-ups. So my button-ups, I wear them both as like a top as well as a layering piece, which makes them so nice and versatile in my wardrobe. And I currently have 4 different blouses in my capsule wardrobe. These are basically in my capsule wardrobe all year round. Starting with my Cezanne, I think this is the Pierrot shirt and it is in the white with the green little hearts. Love this, wear this quite a bit. Then we have this beautiful lacy ruffly blouse by, again, Cezanne. I think it's called their Irma shirt, but I'm not completely sure about that. So this is beautiful. I've not been wearing it a ton lately, but I do really love it, and it's just one of those slightly more special, beautiful super feminine pieces that I have in my wardrobe. Then sharing my newest shirt of my little shirt collection, which is again by Cezanne, and it is the Max shirt in a cotton linen blend. I love this. I have worn this so much since I got this. So you've heard me talk about this in my spring capsule wardrobe. It was on my wish list for my spring capsule wardrobe. And as you can see, I got it and I've worn it so much. I really love this thing. I love how like oversized it is, but it's a really nice flowy fabric, so it drapes really beautifully and it's just so wearable for a lot of different things. I love this and I just really like the fabric and I like the strips. It's great. Then my last shirt in my summer capsule wardrobe is this dark green one by 2/3. This is the warmest button up that I have and it is nice and neutral, and I don't really know what to say about it. I do like it, I wear it quite a bit. So that's it for my button ups. Let's go on to my long sleeve tops. So let's go on to my long sleeves, which I have 5 different long sleeve tops in my summer capsule wardrobe. Simple white long sleeve, just nice and basic. Then I have 2 striped tops in my capsule wardrobe. One by Cezanne, it is the off-white with the light blue stripes, and then one by 2/3, which is the white with the Bordeaux stripes. These are slightly heavier fabrics, which is nice on slightly cooler days. I like these a lot. And then 2 other simple like long sleeves. One is the dark green one, which is starting to get a little bit worn out, and then the dark blue one, which is also not looking fantastic anymore. So I am probably going to have to replace these at some point, but I'm not planning to do that for this summer. So these 2. Let's move on to my short sleeve. Let's move on to my short sleeve tops. I have 5 different short sleeve tops. And let's just start with the one that I'm wearing right now. So this is the, I think it's called the Vito shirt by 2/3. This is a shirt that they basically bring back every single year. I love it. I love the colors, I love the stripes, I love the boxiness. It is just a fantastic shirt. So yeah, that's the first one. This one, which I like the look of this thing. It has this collar with like basically the double collar to 2 different fabrics, and I really like that detail. But it's kind of like high up in my armpits, which is not the most comfortable thing, so I am debating whether or not I am going to keep this or just I'm going to replace it. To be continued on that one. But for now, simple white long sleeve with this cute like collar detail. And then I have my Cezanne Marta tops. These are a cotton linen blend again, which, as you all know, is a fabric that I very much enjoy. It's so comfortable. So it's a nice relaxed t-shirt. I have this one in like this dark blue one, and then I also have like a purpley version. And I have a mint short sleeve with a beautiful square neckline, and I feel always fantastic when wearing that because I think my eyes look so good when I'm wearing mint. And then let's go on to my sleeveless tops. So I have 4 different tops in this category, and let's just start with the Blouses, I guess. The only not knitted top, so the only woven top, which is this. So this is a beautiful linen wrap top by, I think the brand is called Lucy. Yeah, it's called Lucy. They make really nice high quality linen pieces. Yeah, so I have this in this light teal grey color. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's really beautiful. And in the warmer days, this is fantastic. What's also really fun about this is that I can wear it in a lot of different ways. So I can just wear it like a normal wrap top with the higher collar in front, which is how I will wear it most of the time. Then you could also switch that around, having like the V in the front. And you could wear it as like a bit of a very loose like crop top with a very open back sort of situation, which I'll only do if it's really warm outside, but it's really nice to have so many options from just one top. And then next up, then I have this very simple Ooh, this is really worn. Shoot. Then I have this very simple, slightly heavier actually, spaghetti strap top by 2/3. It's in this beautiful turquoise color. And I just noticed that the strap on this is not doing so great. So I might either have to like somehow repair this or replace the straps. So yeah, this is a slightly heavier fabric, but it's actually still really nice to wear even on warmer days, and I really love the color of this. And then I have two white sleeveless tops in my summer capsule wardrobe. First we have this one, which is by Armed Angels. It's this super cute, simple white top, but it has this really cute like ruffle detail along the sleeve, and then like below the collar, I guess. I really need some tea. I love my little mug. That's a very happy mug. So I have this. So this is one of the few sleeveless tops that I can actually wear for work. This one, and then the linen wrap top I am able to wear for work, which is really nice on the very warm days. And then the last one is by, again, Cezanne. It has this very low scoop-ish squared off neckline. It's a bit lower than I'd like, I'm not gonna lie. But it does look really cute. And it's a great layering piece as well. So that's my last one. And wow, my throat is not doing so sweet. Okay, let's see if we can get through this video. Wow, I'm losing my voice. I got myself some tea with honey. That should soothe my throat. Let's see if we can get through the rest of this video. So let's move on to my dresses. I have 4 dresses in my summer capsule wardrobe, which is more than I have in... Great. Which is definitely more than I have in my all year capsule wardrobes. Let's start with the lightest one, which is this sleeveless dress. It is white with a beautiful print. Kind of looks like watercolory if you look from up close. So this is definitely a slightly heftier dress. The skirt is lined, which is nice about this. And it has a very high collar, which is nice because of my sun allergy. It's nice to keep this situation out of the sun, because this is where it can play up like very badly if I'm in the sun too much. And then I have this gorgeous dress by Cezanne. It's in a viscose material, which is very light and flowy. Also very delicate, and I've had to repair it like twice already, which is not ideal. But it is a beautiful dress nonetheless, and it's quite comfortable. It does have a very low V, which is not always ideal, but it's still manageable with this. And my voice is not doing so sweet. So this is a midi length dress. It unfortunately does not have pockets, but I guess with the silhouette it does kind of make sense. And then my beloved, oh, should have buttoned this up maybe. My beloved Son de Fleur dress, which is a linen dress. It's a midi dress, which does have pockets, which has this beautiful wide circle skirt, which is so dreamy to wear. And then it has the long sleeve, so I can also wear it on slightly cooler days. But it does still have the linen fabric, which is nice and breathable. But it's actually really good at regulating temperature, so I can also wear this honestly all year. If I layer it up right, I can wear this in the middle of winter and be absolutely fine, which is fantastic about this dress. And then my last dress is also a linen dress by Bellamy Gallery. This is so nice and soft because I've worn this so much. The fabric has gotten really nice and worn in and soft, and it's fantastic. So this is my only maxi length dress. It has the buttons all down the front and this beautiful ruched detail around the shoulders. And it's just gorgeous. It has 3/4 length sleeve, which I typically just roll up to make a short sleeve. But if the weather is slightly cooler, I can definitely just let it down and then maybe have a layer on top of this. But yeah, fantastic dress. Very much love this. I love my linen, and I love my linen dresses. So that's it dress-wise. Let's quickly move on to my buttons. So I guess starting off with my one and only skirt in this capsule wardrobe, which is this one. It is a midi length skirt again. I love the button details on this skirt. I think they're so beautiful. And yeah, this is a fantastic summer piece. I love wearing it in summer. And then I have two pairs of shorts in my capsule wardrobe, which I should have steamed before this video. First is this, I think it's just a cotton pleated short. So first is this pleated cotton short, which was actually my mother's. So this is a pretty old short and it fits me perfectly now. So this is so cute. I really love the way that this looks. It has a really nice length, but it's definitely a very comfortable length because I can just do whatever in this and not worry about anything. I do think the cut though is pretty flattering on me. And then we have these super cute shorts, which are a viscose, and these are so comfortable. They are really nice and soft and flowy. They have the elasticated back in the waistband, though the front is not elasticated and has these cute little like faux buttons right there. It also has belt loops and has pockets, and all of those things together make this still look quite dressed for like a non-dress short. Yeah, it's cute. I really like this. It's so comfortable and light and perfect for summer, and I also think the print on this is so cute, like the elephants. I actually got this in Italy, I think I was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this in Italy in Cinque Terre. So good memories connected to this short in general. And then for my pants, I have my light blue jeans by Nudie Jeans. You know these jeans, you've seen them a gazillion times and I still love wearing these. They only get nicer and softer with wear. Yeah, I love my jeans to be 100% cotton because they don't have as much give, but they do, if you wear them like a lot, mold really nicely to your body, and I just find that they're not wearing out as quickly. Then I have two pairs of trousers in this capsule. First we have these beautiful purple lavender colored pleated trousers by Cezanne. These are their Lulu trouser. It's great, I love these. They are so comfortable, so beautiful. I love the color. Yeah. And then we have these grey striped trousers by Hund, which I wear a lot for work. I think these are really flattering. Yeah, love these as well. These are a wool trouser, but they are really nice and lightweighted, which makes them actually really great for like all year round, both in the middle of summer as well as in the depth of winter. These are really wearable, which is fantastic. That's it bottoms wise. That, dear ladies and gentlemen, brings us all the way down to the shoes. So I have 4 pairs of shoes in my summer capsule wardrobe this year. 2 are my barefoots, which you have seen before in other capsules, and they are the original by Fieldgrounds. These are my only sneakers. I have a white pair in their luxe version, and then I have a light blue pair in their mesh version. These are really nice and airy for summer, so these are fantastic. I love wearing them, and these are nice if it's raining. So exact same pair of shoes, just different fabrics, different colors, and I wear these the most. And then a newer purchase are these. These are the Marco 2.0 flats by Vivaya. I did an entire video on the Vivaya shoes, which is not a sponsored video, it's my very honest opinion. If you've seen my spring capsule wardrobe video, then you know that I had a pair of Vivaya loafers on my wish list. I did end up getting those, but they are sent back. So if you want to know more about that whole story, I'll make sure to link that video up in the cards as well as down in the description box for you, so you can check it out, as well as a review for these. And then I have my sandals, which are also a barefoot shoe. These are by High Heels, which I think they stopped making shoes, and they may still just have a couple in stock and sell those, which is a shame because these are fantastic. So these are my sandals. They are simple, like super simple sandal. The nice thing about these though, not just that they're barefoot, is that you can add straps to them and that way change up the look. And so for the most part I just have them like this without the extra straps. So just a simple slip-on sandal, but it's nice to have the option to add the straps on there. And that was my summer capsule wardrobe for you for this year. So then I quickly want to touch on my wishlist items. So I had quite a few pieces on my wishlist for this summer. 6 pieces on my wishlist for this summer, which is way more than I'm realistically going to get, but I still want to talk you through them. First up is something that I've had on my wishlist for summer since last summer, I think, and it's another sleeveless blousey kind of top. I just have the linen top right now and I would love to add another one just so I have a little bit more options. Then I would love to add a floral, flowy maxi or midi length skirt, or maybe a dress, not entirely sure. I was actually first thinking about a skirt, but then I found those dresses by Daughters of India, which are phenomenal. They are so beautiful, so gorgeous, and they are a very nice brand. I mean, I love the whole philosophy of the brand, so I am seriously considering just getting one of those dresses. Then something that I actually had on my wishlist last season, and which I ended up getting a version of, but I kind of want another version, is a linen button-up shirt. I realistically definitely do not need another button-up shirt. I have 4, which is plenty for me, but I do really love wearing them, like I said, both as a layering piece and as just a top for spring, summer, autumn. Yeah, so I got the striped max shirt, which is a cotton linen blend, and I absolutely love that thing. But it's still not a 100% linen shirt, which is what I initially was thinking about, and which I honestly would still really like to add to my little shirt collection, because I just love linen as a fabric. It's just so good. So I'm seriously considering adding one of the with nothing underneath linen shirts to my little collection. Again, I'm not completely sure which color. I am definitely looking for like the boyfriend fit that I have, and they have that in this beautiful like purpley lavender color as well as a mint color, which are both colors that I love, as you know. I'm currently leaning slightly more towards purple because I already have like a green button up, but I'm not entirely sure. And then we also have on my wish list a pair of linen trousers, pants. This is something that I've had on my wish list for honestly years. I just never found the fit that I absolutely loved. I'm actually considering making my own linen trousers. It's been a serious while since I did a sewing project like that, so I think it might be really fun actually diving into that again. But then something else that's on my wish list for summer is a white short sleeve shirt, and I have seen the one by Cezanne with some beautiful like lace detailing along the sleeves, and I think also the color. So I am seriously considering that. I mean, they always have different versions of those shirts, and I think that's either 100% linen or it's like the same cotton linen blend that I love so much. And then last but not least, in my summer wish list is a pair of linen shorts. Also something that I've had on my wish list for a couple of years and just never gotten around actually getting those. I don't know if I'm going to get them this summer. If I'm completely honest, most likely not. The thing this year is that actually like some of the colors that I really enjoy wearing kind of in fashion, I guess, and I'm seeing them everywhere, which makes me want a lot of things, makes me want to add a lot of things. So I'm trying to keep it to just 3 pieces that I'm going to be adding to this capsule wardrobe. That does not include like basics. If they wear out, like if I need to replace a pair of shoes, I'm gonna do that. That's not counting to those like 3 pieces. So most likely what that's going to look like for me this year is that I'll add a linen button up, and then a flowy, flowery skirt or dress. Most likely just a dress by Daughters of India because I love it. And then like a third piece, which I'm thinking is probably going to be either like the sleeveless blouse or the short sleeves shirt. Probably it's gonna look like that, and then I might make those trousers. Which if I'm making things, I'm not going to count that, because also just kind of like a hobby project that way. So even though I am buying the fabric, I don't spend as much money on the item, and it's just a nice hobby project to keep my creative juices flowing, because they've been a little bit stagnant. I have not sewn in a while, like really sewn a garment. Kind of miss that. So that was my wish list. That was my summer capsule wardrobe for you. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you have a summer capsule wardrobe? What are some pieces that you really look forward to wearing again this summer? Let me know, I'd love to hear about it. I'm really excited to just start wearing my summer pieces again. That was my summer capsule wardrobe. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, which would really truly help me out. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!